Hi everybody, welcome back to Tilson Home Tours. I'm Kelsey and I am here today with the Foreman family to talk about their custom Canyon Sea home here in Walker County. So let's start with the exterior. It's a gorgeous white farmhouse. When you're pulling up to the property, it's in the middle of your field. Tell me a little bit about it.
So we knew whenever we were deciding what the house was going to look like that we wanted it to be true to looking like a farmhouse because like you mentioned, we're in the middle of a 28-acre hayfield. So we wanted it to have that classic farmhouse look, which includes, you know, the white exterior, the dark contrasting cedar shutters, and then the black shingle roof.
Yeah, I love the wood stain that y'all picked out. I think it looks so good against the white. It just really gives it a little bit more character to look at instead of just being all white.
Thank you.
It's really cute. And then when you walk in, obviously the very first thing that you see is this gorgeous kitchen. So tell me a little bit about what you did in here because it's incredible.
We host our families for like Thanksgiving, and we do a lot of large gatherings. So having a lot of seating and in the kitchen was something that was important because while I'm cooking, it's really nice to have people that are visiting with us and all of that. So having the huge island that we can fit 4 people in is wonderful. And then, you know, we've got 3 generations that are typically here for holidays, and so grandmas might be wanting to sit in the kitchen and, you know, in the middle of everything. So having the space, the space between and all of the counters. You know, Michael's grandma can be chopping things for dressing, and my mom can be doing things over here. And
there's plenty of room for everybody.
Exactly.
I mean, even if you have somebody cooking right here and somebody wants to wash their hands, you can do that at the same time, even though they're right across from each other, because there's just so much walk space.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's kind of the same reason we went with the double oven, because we only use the second one about 3 times a year, but when you need it for holidays, it's really nice to have.
You really need it.
Yeah, so we were able to customize, because I think the plans typically have the microwave and the one oven all in one spot. So we talked to Catherine, our sales consultant, and told her, you know, what some of our goals were, and so we landed on the double oven here and moving the microwave to the space between the fridge and the double.
And I like that it's actually at a lower level for the microwave. I've seen some people put it in the island, but I like that you have it right next to everything. I feel like that's just the cohesive area for all your cooking needs.
It's very convenient for sure because you know, we might have something going on in there and then we can pull it out and just put it on the countertop right there as well. So it just keeps everything kind of contained in one spot.
Yeah, I love that. And then tell me about these light fixtures because they are beautiful.
Thank you. So Catherine and I were talking about kind of what some of the standard options were and then what we might want in our home. And she mentioned that there were options beyond just the standard packages that Tilson offered. So she sent me a link to the Generation Lighting webpage and said, the world's your oyster. Pick whatever you think is good. Just let me know what you want and where. So I went through, ran everything by Michael, of course, but and picked all of the light fixtures, and then getting to see them come to life in the home was really exciting.
Bringing your vision to fruition. I love it. So then in here we have your dining space. So let's go check that out. I love this space. I love the wall. I love the light fixture. And then before we start talking about this, I want to point out how much storage y'all have in this kitchen, especially just like in the island alone.
Right.
This is incredible.
It is.
It really
and
is
as you
nice.
can tell, it's almost impossible to fill it. There's that.
We're
Still working on that part. Yeah.
You've got plenty of room for things when you do decide to stock all the shelves.
Exactly. And for the dining room area, like my favorite part's this brick wall.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We had to order a certain amount of brick, and so you get an entire pallet of brick, and so we started talking about it, and like an exposed brick wall just sounded like we needed to do that. Stan saw the vision and knew. He was like, yeah, you're right, it needs to be sunk in. So,
the huge windows.
Right, this was kind of a must, and I don't really remember how many windows are in the original plan, but I know that we added
Yeah.
a ton.
And we upgraded the size of the windows too. Just so when we came out to our property, we love how pretty it is. There's oak trees everywhere, and then the rolling hills. So we wanted to be able to see that from the
Yes.
house. And so installing the windows and then choosing what we see out each window was a big deal for us.
Yeah, well, let's go in here and check out the living room windows.
Sounds
Why don't we?
Good.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this living room. I love the cathedral ceiling.
Yes.
And I like that you have it going this way. A lot of people will have it go from the front of the house to the back, but I like that it just kind of opens up the space from the kitchen into the living.
Right. And when we looked at the model home in Bryan, that is the Canyon, it doesn't have this. But I was talking to the salesperson there, and they said that this was an option, and we kind of talked about it and knew we needed to do that.
Like, that's what we need.
Yes.
Right, because
It's happening.
I want the tallest Christmas tree that I could ever have.
And now you can get like a 27-foot Christmas
Right.
tree.
Exactly, right. And like you mentioned, it just feels like a cohesive room. As I mentioned, we host everybody, a couple times a year, and so sometimes we may have to put a table in here, and it doesn't feel like anybody's cut off. And
Yeah,
so-
exactly. And I love that you did the fireplace and brought in more brick for that. This is really beautiful. And it
Thank
just
you.
kind of adds that warmth to the living room, especially with the neutral walls and the neutral flooring. Like, just having a little bit of that rustic brick look really gives it some character.
Definitely. That was actually, so the brick fireplace was what we started with our brick order. So it's what inspired the brick throughout the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
We knew we wanted a fireplace, and we knew we wanted a gas fireplace because during the
The
Snowmageddon, in 2021, we had a gas fireplace, and we didn't want to be stuck without the option
Yes.
of heating at any other time. So we went with the gas fireplace option, and then we're super excited about the brick edition.
Yeah, I love the brick. And I want to point out the brick on the front porch as well.
Right.
That is such a creative thing to add. And it just, like, when you're walking up to the house, you're like, wow.
It really
It's
just kind of
different.
elevates it. Yeah. That was something we saw in the model home in Texas Grand Ranch. There's the brick porch, and it's so pretty. So
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And it adds character to a new home.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. It makes it not seem as fresh out of the
Right.
box.
Right.
definitely.
And then you have your study in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love these doors.
Thank you.
It just lets extra light in, but it also gives you that separation when you're working. So you
Exactly.
can just say, I'm in a meeting.
Exactly.
Do not
yeah.
disturb.
They actually, even with the glass, I was kind of surprised. They do a really good job muffling the sound. So,
Yeah.
Like you said, and we talked about, the windows and the light was really important to us. So we wanted to make sure we had the glass, because you can see from the living room through our big windows to the front of our property.
Yes.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, I feel like no matter where you are in this house, you're gonna have a gorgeous view.
That was the goal.
All you have to do is turn your head slightly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, should we go to the other side of the house and check out the bedrooms?
Sounds
Let's do
good.
it.
Ooh, I love this ceiling in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, when we found out it was an option, we
You're like,
felt
definitely,
for the
definitely
master-
doing this.
Michael was like, no brainer.
Yeah, for the master bedroom, it's
Yeah.
just great.
Well, and it's a pretty standard sized bedroom, but it just makes it seem so much bigger because, it's lofty. You can put another 27-foot Christmas
Right.
It's
tree
true.
in here.
Right.
You're right.
She probably will try. What also helps open it up is we made these windows even
Yeah.
larger, and then we added 2 windows on either side of the
Yeah, I
bed.
love the addition of these. I feel like, again, with the views every time you look out, but even at night, especially
Yes.
out here in the country where you can just, like, it's darkness outside,
Right.
so you
It
can see all the
is.
stars.
There's no light pollution at all, and so I'm 6 months pregnant, and in the middle, Stop.
So exciting!
In the middle of the night, I may have to get up and go take a bathroom break, and so when I'm crawling out of bed, I can look out the window and I just see, like the Big Dipper
Yeah.
and all of that. So it's just, it's exactly what our goals were. We wanted to be able to see all the views, and so it's really cool, just like in practice, that is
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I also like that you added a door to the patio from here. So if you guys are just in here and you want to go
It's more
enjoy the outdoor space.
Yes, that's a great theory, but I'm gonna be honest. It's more for in the middle of the night when a dog's being annoying because they need to go outside.
Put them out.
You can just open that door and let
You
them
don't
out.
even have to open your eyes. You
Yeah.
just kind of go.
You fumble your way. You're
Exactly.
like, okay, go
Exactly.
outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you've got your bathroom through these double doors?
Yes. So
All
bathroom
right.
is this way.
Ooh, I love this. I love that tile. And oh my gosh, it's on the floor too. Okay, so this is cool. It like extends all the way up. That's so
Yes.
fun.
Thank you. Again, another design inspiration from the Canyon in Bryan, the model home. We loved how the tile went all the way floor to ceiling in the bathrooms, and so we knew that we wanted to go ahead and do that because the ceilings are so tall. Like, why
Yeah.
not emphasize how
Tall they
ceilings
are. Yeah. No, I love that. And I like the window in there for extra natural light. And then the mirror, I mean, even the mirror matches the cabinet.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
does.
like perfect match, which was really exciting.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that you kept the selections consistent throughout the whole house with the cabinets and the countertops. It's really pretty.
Thank you. And
Very
then
elegant.
another thing that we were excited about was like the addition of the hamper, so all of our dirty clothes can just go in there. There's a space for them. There's not just a random laundry basket in the closet, so that's been really nice too.
It's a delegated laundry space. I love it.
Yes.
Well, let's check out the other bedrooms.
Sounds good.
All right. Ooh, humongous room.
Yes, it is huge. It's probably one of my favorite rooms in the house because of what you can see out the window
Yeah.
and then the light that comes in the morning. It's just like a really soft light, and then the same thing when the sun's setting. It's just such a nice space.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really bright in here. I love the amount of space that you have. I mean,
Right.
this is like, it's a whole room, but then you could also have a living area.
Right.
in this
We've got a
room.
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got the double doors for the closet. I want to look in here for a second. Oh yes, humongous closet as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because right now we've got a full stroller and car seat as well as there's
All
still-
those clothes.
all the clothes.
All the clothes.
Yeah.
You're just starting your collection.
And what's really nice about how big it is obviously it's going to be a nursery, and so it'll have room for a crib, but then tons of room for like play area.
Yeah.
And Catherine actually recommended this carpet and extra padding underneath because it's softer
Yeah.
for them to play on. And
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
really
that.
smart.
So
In case of falls.
another reason why Catherine was awesome.
Yeah, well, I feel like kind of going off of that, she really got to know us and what we were going to be doing in
Yeah.
our house. And
What you
so-
were looking for.
Exactly. We have 3 dogs, and so she was like, let's make sure that the carpet's going to hold up and all of those things.
And hide dirt
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
so that you're not like, oh my gosh, there's another spot on the carpet.
Right.
This is horrible. What do we do?
Right, it's not a catastrophe.
Yeah, and then you've got the other bedroom
Yes.
just next to this one.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Nice little guest space in here.
Yes. Nice sized guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Tons of light again.
And again with the double doors for the closet, tons of
Yes.
storage.
Huge closet.
The shelves built out in there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Well, and it's really nice if you have guests come over because then you don't have their luggage just sitting out. They
Right.
will have space in the closet to store it and keep it hidden.
Exactly.
Put it away. And then again with the windows and the views, it's just beautiful.
It is.
Thank you.
Back to the kitchen.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, before we wrap up, I do want to talk a little bit about your powder room and utility because that tile on the floor.
It's funny. It's one of the first things that people point out when they come to our house is this tile. And it's like the only thing that I was like, Brittany, we've got to go with this tile.
We need this.
Yes.
Yeah. That was your contribution
was.
to the color selection.
It was this tile, and it's one of the first things that's complimented.
Yeah, I mean, people walk in, we're showing them around, and the first thing they say is, this tile's so cool. Michael's just like standing back, really proud.
He's like, yeah, I picked that out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we also added cabinets above the washer and dryer in the laundry room.
Yeah, that's
Just-
nice for extra storage.
It's really nice, and we've got plenty of storage, but just doing that adds even more.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to run out of places to
Right.
store things in this house.
Right.
And then you've got this awesome outdoor patio as well. And I like that it's a little bit covered, but also a little bit uncovered. because
Yes.
that way, depending on the time of year, you can get your sun or you can hide from it.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
And what was really nice is with Tilson, you know, you can pretty much, they'll work with you to do whatever you want. So
Yeah.
we added some plugs up high for an outdoor TV. So that's
that's
coming.
fun.
Yeah,
And then you could always put some party lights up.
exactly.
Right.
That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for showing me around your house, and I love everything that you did with it. It's
Thank
just
you.
absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see all the memories that you guys will make
Well,
here.
thank you.
Thank you. We're excited.
And we want to thank all of you as well for watching and tuning in, and we hope to someday soon make you part of the Tilson family.